Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Eegore and I'm bringing this video to you as a request. Somebody actually requested a daily routine video and just basically me doing what I do on a normal day-to-day basis. Now, I figured I might as well because the last video I did was a day in the life of Eegore. Well, I'm actually naming this a day in the life of Eegore part 2. Mainly because I have grown quite a bit. My character has progressed quite a lot, and my settlement has actually, gone tenfold. And I've learned a lot more about the game and how to do things. So I just figured, why not? I'll give 10 or 20 minutes of my time, and just do this video for you guys instead of doing like a update video or something like that. I figured I'd do a gameplay video for you guys instead. So, without further ado, we're gonna get started. I got a couple of things that I need to do. Got my friend I'm playing with over there that I'm in party with. He seems to be AFK, but okay. So what we're gonna do is we're first going to go make some metal. I actually have my stamp mills are about ready to harvest, and I got 2 smelters loaded, and I got to fill the other one up with ore, which I should be able to get out of my stamp mill, and then fire them up, and in 40 minutes I will have some metal bars. So yep, I got enough ore in here, so we're gonna fill these up. And okay, that one's not it. One of them I know isn't full. There it is. Okay, so we're gonna put this in here, and now I need a bunch of coal. So we're gonna go over to my coal farm and harvest it up, and you need 15 per smelter, so this shouldn't take too long. And once I get done with that, I'm going to check on my food supply, check and see which fields I need to replant, and if I have some spare time after that, I will go out down a little bit south and try and hunt some stuff, and hopefully maybe kill a deer or something like that. So maybe a few crickets or something, who knows. Always can use crickets. But okay, I'm confused. Okay, never mind. I was like, wait, what's that moving? And I forgot the crickets. I'm not used to the new triangles and all the different shapes. I'm not used to which ones are which anymore. I was used to them when they were circles and colors and stuff like that, and then I was like, wait a minute, that is moving. What is going on there? But anyway, so hopefully, eventually, I'm going to bring to you a video when I feel up to doing it, which is probably going to be never, as I'm actually going to try and kill a bear. So hopefully that should be pretty interesting, being that bears are ridiculously powerful. However, if I can get my nobleman's outfit properly artificed, I guess you could say, I will be able to probably kill it relatively easy. But I am still figuring out all the different things with artifice, so that video is coming shortly. But for the meantime, enjoy the gameplay. Oh, apparently he's not AFK. There he is, following me around. Alright, so I'm going to light up my torch here, put my pickaxe away, light up the old torch, and go up, light up my smelters, and then go check my food supply. And man, I have so much to do. What do you say there? He says, hello YouTube, so hello for all of you guys. And light up this smelter, and come over here and light up these 2. So yeah, I mean, my biggest issue that I'm having at the moment is management. It's very hard to be the farmer, metal worker, hunter, food maker, and everything else all at the same time. So this video is going to be very few things and probably poorly explained because I'm trying to do everything by myself. I do need to replant my cereals. Now, for those of you who have been following my videos and you watch the Q&A videos, I did one a while back on how the farming, how the farming works, and when the bars go up and down, so on and so forth. And this is a perfect prime example of what happens when you work towards getting your fields higher, I guess you could say, in your purities. Now, I can't remember because I don't have the page open, and I have a terrible memory for the for the way it works, but these fields that I've been planting have been basically these are all cereal fields. Now, from what I gather out of it, the cereal fields basically, or all the fields actually, what they do is they take away from whatever, or the tiers are affected, I cannot talk today, are affected by what they take from. So I believe cereals take from 1 and 4, and I'm actually starting to lower these a little bit, and cereals I believe give to number 2. So this one is raising while these two are lowering. So that's, you know, I mean, you kind of see it happening. And I'm going to pull out my humus, however you pronounce that, and fill my fields up. I did not need this much of it. And plant some seeds, get these going. I should get barley and rye out of these fields. The other fields are basically just seed fields, and they're just purity fields. I'm working on my purities and different things. And if you notice, what this says is I have 94% purity salt seeds. So, which really isn't that great. You know, some people might be looking at it and going, oh, holy crap, but it's really not. I mean, you need salt purity, you need mercury purity, you need sulfur, you need lead, and I only have salt right now, so. Unfortunately, it's not that impressive, so nothing to be amazed at. And what am I going to do with the rest of this? Actually, I think what I'm going to do is check and see if I planted these 2 fields. I have pumpkins, and yes, I have pumpkins on there, and these 2 fields are cabbage. So I will fill up this and plant some cabbage in its place. I need to figure out which cabbage I need purity for, because if I'm not mistaken, this is sulfur, this is sulfur, and sulfur. Okay, well, I guess I'm planting some sulfur. Which one is the best? 33 and 34. Actually, you know what? I'm just going to mix them because they're pretty close. I should have enough seeds to plant 1 field. And yes, for all of you wondering, this is how the late game works, or later on in the game, I should say. Basically, mainly because, well, once you start getting your purities up and you get to a point where you have, you know, 90-something purity salt seeds, you really don't want to screw that up. I mean, really don't want to screw it up. So you can really easily screw it up, and that's why it's imperative to pay attention. Now, what do I do with these seeds, you might ask? Well, I plant some of them, and the other ones I put in my compost bin. The reason I do that is because, like, let's see, I'll look at this one. I got some trees going, some garlic going there. These are 92 and 84% pure salt humus. And what this will do is if I take these and put them in the gardening pots, you can get, if you have a, you know, water is going to kill you a little bit, but I'll get, you know, I should get like 7 or 8% sunny sunflowers, and I'll replant those, and then I'll get, you know, probably 9 or 10%, and just, it's just a grind from there. You just got to wait and play the waiting game. Unfortunately, I have not found turkeys yet, which is QQ. So I'm hoping to find some turkeys so that I can do my turkey tutorial. Anybody who wants to donate turkeys, send me a message, because I cannot find them out here. And it appears that my food supply is rather diminished. I have nothing. Oh crap. Did I bake anything? I did not. Awesome. Well, luckily I still have my trusty torch going. So I will put some branches in this here oven, and I'll fire it up, and in about 7 or 8 minutes I'll have myself some sweet pumpkin pies that are 9% pure, which is not really that good, but it helps out a lot when you're up towards, you know, I'm upwards getting close to 60 biles, and that shrooms on a stick and berries on a straw and all those just don't cut it anymore. You need 17,000 of them just to level, or just to keep, you know, keep your skills up. So you need the purity foods later on. You need to make sure, and it really helps out a lot too when you're just starting out. If you do your research and you figure it out ahead of time, just do your research first and start working on purity right away, and that completely eliminates the problem from there on out of purity issues. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go out here and check my stumps for treasures of all sorts and see if I got anything good, which I probably didn't. Acorn, nothing. And yeah, I have basically a stump farm, mainly because after so long these will actually randomly spawn. They'll basically randomly spawn items like snake skins or just anything really. I think, if I'm not mistaken, you can get a whispering snake skull out of this, but it's very rare, but you can. Now, if you did see up there, I'm planting trees because I'm working on rebuilding the forest, because as we will walk over here, you'll very quickly begin to notice I have a very quickly diminishing forest. So I need to replant some of these trees and keep things going here. There was a snake skin, which I do not need. And what was in this one? Nothing. This was... You know what? I'm going to take the snake skin anyway. Just because maybe I can make a coat with it. Even though I like my coat way better. And I'm getting unlucky today. Usually I get a couple things every day or two. Hopefully... I really am just crossing my fingers for a whispering snake skull. I think that's what it's called. Apparently they are really good for artifice or, you know, putting on your clothes. So if I do get one, I'll show you guys that. Speaking of showing you guys that, I actually do have a couple of presents that I wish to show what can happen later on in the game that were donated to me, just to show you guys what you can get up to, and literally, if you work at it and you really do your research and you know, work from the very beginning and play things smart, what you can get to. But that's for another time. I am finding nothing out in my stump farm, which is cool, but not really that cool. I'm not finding deer or nothing either. They must not like my empty forest that I have deforested because my need for wood lately has been outstandingly high, namely because of my cold clamps, lumber or timber piles, everything I've needed coal for lately, or wood. Oh, abandoned cobweb. There we go. Nice little inspirational there. And honestly, if you guys have like a stump farm near your place, it's always a good idea to check through these every day. Because, I mean, you will find, you know, cobwebs. You'll find snake skins, skulls, everything of the sort. And skulls, from what I hear, sell for quite a bit of money. So, definitely something to look into. Alright, well, apparently I lucked out on the snake skulls. So I'm going to go up here and I'm going to show you the awesome, sweet foods that I'm working on getting to myself. But when I saw it, I was, my eyes, I think, fell out of my skull and my jaw hit the floor. Namely because I didn't really believe that it went that high. I've never seen it. And, yeah, I was rather impressed, and I was like, holy crap. So, what I'm going to show you, I have a 52% pumpkin pie, a 94% cabbage crumb, and a big autumn that's 93%. So, pumpkin pie, 52% mercury pumpkin pie. The salt event gives 51.6 blood, or phlegm, instantly. The mercury event gives 100.3 phlegm and 103.2 yellow bile. The sulfur event gives 88 phlegm, and the lead event gives 91 blood and 68 phlegm. Holy crap. I mean, if you had a whole field of these, or if you had a whole inventory of these, you could get, I mean, if you got lucky, you could get up to 70, 80 with just these pumpkin pies. The cabbage crumbs, even better. Cabbage crumbs are 97.72% salt, and you're looking at 118.2 blood, 179.7 yellow bile instantly. I mean, you have a 97.72 chance to get salt. I'm not even going to bother reading the rest of them because you can kind of see it from there. That's obnoxious. That's out of this world. And the Big Autumn's kind of the same way, but I just wanted to basically show you that because, holy crap, I mean, when I saw that, I was astounded at what you could get up to with just basically strictly food, you know, just one type of food. You could literally eat pumpkin pies all day long if you were just kept and saved up for them. You could just eat them all day long and have your character to at least 80 phlegm in one day. It's just, that blows my mind. So I really have been focusing on my purity and working on getting that, so that way eventually I can get my food that I want. So, another snakeskin, woot. Even though I don't really have any use for them. But hey, snakeskin purses, snakeskin coats, always appreciated by people. And nothing out in these stumps either. Man, I never get lucky with the lucky finds in the stumps ever. And it looks like, okay, that's a devil's wort. I always get, like I said, actually they changed all the graphics for the herbs and stuff, so I get all sorts of confused when I see stuff on the ground now. I'm all used to the old ones. Now that it's like totally changed, I'm like, whoa, hey, what? Wait, what? Wicker baskets too, they actually added inventory space, so that was awesome for all the new players. They're actually 3x3 now instead of 3x2, so they're 9 spaces instead of 6. So they're actually kind of worth making now, opposed to having to go out and farm, you know, 2 or 3 hay and all that stuff. And Virginia Snail has had a new graphic. Yes, they actually look like snails now and not weird looking objects on the ground. Hopefully they make them move. Hint hint, Jorb and Loftar, make them move. That'd be awesome to try and fight a snail. They should just do 500 damage. But if you ever get hit by one, you're just the ultimate noob. I like that idea. Just because, oh, a snail hit me for like 500 blood. How did the snail hit you in the first place? It goes like 2 miles an hour and it takes 5 minutes to turn around. That won't happen. Oh well. It would be amusing to think about, though. And to be completely honest, I'm out of stuff to do. I mean, pick up the milkweed roots. Always pick up milkweed roots now. They're extremely useful. Get plant fibers out of them, which I will explain eventually. Now, I'm not sure if it was this update or if it was a previous update, but I know I did a video, and I'm going to say this now, so kind of correct myself, is I did a video that may or may not be uploaded. I cannot remember. I've been working on so many different things that I said that milkweed roots, if you put them in the fireplace or the stove in your house, that it turned into plant fibers. And I don't know why I thought that, but it's actually the fireplace that you have to put it in, not the stove. You put it in the fireplace, and it takes like, I think if you put 2 branches in a fireplace, it's enough to burn down some milkweed roots for some plant fibers. So that is a correction on my behalf. Apologies for not thinking that one through all the way, or not thinking about it before I said it. But I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this video here, and if you guys would like to, I would definitely tell you to like my Facebook, follow me on Twitter, because I post updates and I let you guys know what's going on, what videos I'm thinking about doing, and you know, I ask everybody for their opinions on stuff. So if you would like to make a request, like this video for instance, this was brought to me by request, and I figured, hey, I should probably do that again because I haven't done one of those in a while. So I figured, you know what, why not? I'll make a video about a day in the life of Eegore and how I do stuff, pretty much. And I'm just going to kill all these rabbits real quick. Hopefully one of them's a March hare. That'd be awesome. And nope. Nope. And let's... Well, that's not a rabbit, so I can't kill that. It's a stone, actually. So, there's me licking windows and killing stones. Die, stone. I swear I can kill you. one more. And hiya. Darn, no march here. Alright, well, hopefully you guys maybe learned a couple of things. Probably not, because most of it was just me rambling, which is okay in some ways or another. And hopefully when I get more stuff to do, like when I just have a whole day's worth of stuff to do, I'm gonna make like a 40-minute video, you know, or just as long as I possibly can, to just basically show you how I do everything. Well, it probably won't even still be everything, but I'll show you what I do. So once again, like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter for more updates and things that you would like to request. I say this a lot, but thank you for watching, and I will see you in the next video.